boys and girls. Welcome back, and I'm so happy to be with you today. Let's dive right into our listening. So today we're going to listen to a piece of music called Grave. All right, and you can see the name of it on your screen, but it's actually a German pronunciation, and in German it's pronounced Grave. All right. Now, this was written by a German composer named Johann Rosenmüller. Now, Rosenmüller was born in Germany in 1619 and lived until 1684. So that was over 300 years ago this piece of music was written. So we're going to listen to this very, very short piece. It's a really, really short piece of music. And all I want you to do while we listen is I want you to try and tap the beat. Is there a steady heartbeat? And if there is a steady heartbeat, tap the heartbeat. And also think about, how does this piece of music make you feel? All right, so we're tapping the heartbeat, and how does it make you feel? All right, here we go. Well, that's the wrong one. Here we go. All right, so my first question for you, was there a steady heartbeat in this piece of music? If you said no, you're correct. So you probably noticed I was kind of tapping on, like trying to stay with the heartbeat, but there's not a steady heartbeat. There is a heartbeat, but it's not steady. It doesn't stay the same the whole time. And lots of pieces of music have that. They don't stay at the same tempo or the same speed the whole piece of music. And this is an example of one. Now, how did it make you feel? And boys and girls, whatever you said, there's no wrong answer, because music makes us all feel different things. And so some of us, this might have made us feel really sad. Some of us, it might have made us feel maybe stressed or anxious. Some of us, it might have sounded really pretty to some of us. And some of us, it might have made you feel happy. So there's no wrong answer for how this piece of music made you feel. So everyone grab something that you can stretch, okay? There are lots of different options. You could grab a hairband, a rubber band. I have a rubber band today because that's all I have. All right, so I have a rubber band. If you have like stretchy headbands, or if your mom has old pantyhose that you can stretch the pantyhose, it's kind of silly, but you can stretch those. Anything, an old t-shirt that stretches, anything that you can get that stretches, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to listen for each note that's being played. All right. For each note that's being played, we're going to stretch our band, or stretch whatever you have for the entirety of that note. So for the whole note, we're going to stretch our band. Now, when we hear a new note being played, we're going to release and start stretching again for that new note. Okay. Now, as we do this, my question for you is, does this piece of music use mostly long notes or short notes? Okay, so we're going to stretch our bands and see what we feel. Do we feel long or do we feel short notes? Okay, what do we hear the most of? All right, get your stretchy band ready, or whatever you have to stretch, and here we go. All right, so what did you hear the most of? Did you hear long notes or short notes the most? Well, we may not really be sure unless we compare it with another piece of music. So grab your stretchy band again. Same thing. We're going to stretch for each note. Okay, we're going to stretch for each note. When you hear a new note, you're going to stretch for your new note. All right. Now let's listen to this piece of music and let's see if it's short or fast, or not short or fast, short or long notes. Sorry, boys and girls. All right, you ready? Here we go. Well, that's not the right one. Goodness gracious. All right, so you guys get the idea, okay? Were those short notes or long notes? Those were pretty short. We didn't really have a lot of time to stretch our band. So let's go back to the grave, okay? So this piece of music, the grave, is very, very slow. And with these slow songs, there are a lot of long notes. And especially after listening to that last piece, do you feel how the notes in grave were a lot longer and we were able to stretch our band for a long period of time? So the term for very slow, this is a very slow piece of music, is called adagio. Everyone say adagio. Now, adagio is an Italian word and it means very slow. So grave is a very slow piece of music, okay? We're going to listen one more time with your stretchy band, okay? Stretch for each note. And this time as we listen, what do you think the word grave in music means? Okay, what do you think it means in music? Here we go. Hopefully, if my MP3 player cooperates and goes to the right one. There we go. So what do you think grave means in music? What do you think it means? So grave in music means very slow and very serious. Okay, that's what grave means. In music, when you hear the term grave, it means very slow and a very serious sounding piece of music. So the composer of this piece, Johann Rosenmüller, and I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm not very good at German pronunciation, so just bear with me. So Johann Rosenmüller was actually put in prison in 1655. But he was able to escape from prison. I don't know what he was put in prison for, but he escaped from prison and he fled to Italy. And when he fled to Italy, he found work as a trombone player for St. Mark's Cathedral in Venice, Italy. So he was put in prison for quite a long period of time before he escaped. So if grave means very slow and serious, the name of this piece of music that he wrote is called grave. What do you think Rosenmüller wrote this piece of music about? What do you think it's about? Okay, let's listen one last time. Hopefully my MP3 player cooperates. So what do you think? What do you think you wrote it about? And there are are no wrong answers, boys and girls, because we don't actually know. This was 300 years ago. We don't actually know what he wrote this about. Now, when I listen to it and knowing a little bit about Rosenmüller's background, I feel like he might have written it about his time in prison when it was just a very serious time and he was probably really sad all the time. And to me, this piece of music kind of sounds sad to me. But like I said, there's no wrong answer. We may never know what he actually wrote this piece of music about because it was 300 years ago. So if you thought it was about something else, that is fantastic. I want you to tell me what you think this piece of music was about. So if you want to send me a message on Schoology, you can send me a message on Schoology and let me know what you think Rosenmüller wrote this piece of music about. Or if you want to email me, or if you just see me in the hallway or next time you're in music and you want to tell me real quick what you think he wrote this piece of music about, go ahead and do that too. I do not care how you tell me, but I'm just curious if there's anyone else who thinks it's about something different other than his time in prison. Well, boys and girls, thank you so much for listening with me today. I cannot wait to see you all in person again. If I've already seen you this week, I'll see you again in a couple weeks. But if I haven't seen you yet this week, I'll see you either this week or next week. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, rest of your week, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone. Bye, boys and girls.